It is Friday, 1st of May 2020, and we have officially ticked over to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks, guys. 1,000 YouTube subscribers!
I don't think you can slow down.
G'day guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I will be announcing the winner of my 1K giveaway special edition frame drone print. But firstly, seeing as though this is a celebration of a very special milestone to me, being 1,000 subscribers, I thought it'd be great just to reflect on some of the videos that hold some very special memories to me. And I thought I'd do like my top 5 favourite videos, number 5 being my least most favourite video, and working our way back down to number 1 being my most favourite videos. So sit back, relax, and we'll reflect on some of the videos that brought my channel to where we are today. So I'd have to give number 5 to BEMM River fishing in a Hobie kayak. This holds a very dear memory to me, being that one, it was the first video that I actually put up on my YouTube channel. I remember it being around the start of 2018, a couple of years ago now. I remember Rich Patterson ringing me up one day just randomly and asking if I wanted to head to BEMM River for a few days and fish, and I said absolutely, I'll be there in a heartbeat. I remember getting my new GoPro, being the GoPro 6. So yeah, I took that along and captured a lot of this footage. One of the funny things I remember about editing this thing, and when I look over it now, is the very dramatic music that I picked for it. It sounded like we were going into battle. At the time I had my Phantom 3 drone, so I managed to get that up and get a couple of shots of BEMM River also. Walking through a paddock to try and launching the kayaks off a pier, and then that sort of took us to upriver, so that was pretty cool. I enjoyed upriver. We had a pretty cool surface bite. There was that brim that launched about 4 foot out of the air when he smashed me surface lure, so I remember that very clear. This trip as being probably one of the best fishing sessions that I've ever had. The brim were just smashing the surface all day. BEMM River's a funny place. You can really hone in and key in on the hard body technique. You walk away thinking that you finally cracked the code with brim. The fish are abundant, and when they are actually biting and on the chew, it's just a fantastic place to be. This video would have to be probably one of the most fantastic fishing sessions that I've ever had, as far as surface bites, hard body bite, and just the fish being so quality. Number 5 goes to this video. So number 4 would have to be bass fishing in a Hobie kayak. This video to date now, I think, is just sitting under 16,000 views. This particular video, we headed down to Blue Rock Lake, which is a stocked lake for Australian bass. I think it was round 1 for Yak Hunters Kayak Fishing Australia. I remember purchasing the camera that I'm actually filming off now, which is a Sony A6500. And this was the first weekend away with the camera, and I had so I was using the 18 to 135mm zoom lens. I think it's a f3.5 to 5.6. I had my Mavic 2 Pro as well. Getting into the caravan park was Johnny having a number of beers before I even got there. Rock up, Johnny Rose over there with a smile on his face. Half pissed. We head down to the lake.
I plugged it, should have gone to Kmart.
Devastated.
Oh, first casualty hit.
Devastated.
What's happened?
Launched the boat. Done a plugger. 5 years
fixed?
I've had these thongs. Most comfortable thongs I've ever had. They're going to thong heaven. Damn it.
Johnny wasn't off to quite a good start. The mast popped out of the fin on the flippers, Johnny Rayos just tells me that he smashed his drive and ripped the fin right off. Smashed it?
Yeah, smashed it. I straightened it out a bit, but lucky I super glue ripped it all the way out. Fucking,
Really?
Yeah.
So you've glued it?
I've glued it. Paste the hatch some super glue in the yak.
But we found out later that they're actually designed to do this. So when the flippers are put under pressure, the mast pops out, so it doesn't do any damage to the mast. Well, I believe that that's the case anyway. Evan was flying his Mavic Air, I believe it was. He threw it up and I was just having some fun experimenting with some different focal lengths and things like that with a new camera. I'm always a bit dubious of flying the Mavic 2 Pro around at Blue Rock Lake because flying it low in some of these dead trees, there's some spots where you can't actually see the branches and things, so I'm always dubious about flying low and through the trees that I might sort of clip one of these branches and it's all over. It's always good footage when you do get it up because you just see the magic system and see all the dead trees and that, and it looks great from the air. So I remember this day being particularly hot and we're heading back from just upriver, and John mentioned that he wanted to jump in and have a swim, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to maybe put forth a slight snippet of re-entry into a HOBLE kayak. So Johnny Rayos expressed that he wants to try and he wants to go for a swim. He's going to go in the water from the front and he's going to try and get back into the boat, so this could be interesting. Ready? Fishing's fairly slow, so we decided to have a bit of a play. Catcher! Alright, so he's going to try and get back into the boat. So all you viewers out there, this is not what to do. Oh, he's done it. That's how you get back into a HOBLE. So there you have it. So then we lead into the second part and we get back to the boat ramp, and Ev just had a plastic sitting out on his rod and he caught this monstrous carp. Probably the most action we're going to have all weekend. Evan on to probably carp. Probably. Hopefully it's a bass, but that was a big carp that. It took him a while to get that in, so he was pretty happy with that. Pretty much the most action we saw all weekend was that carp. Looking up to Barbie. Woo.
Buongiorno.
Tessera cazza.
Buon appetito.
We come back into the boat ramp, had some lunch, and then we sort of headed out for the afternoon, sort of chasing another section, chasing some bass. So I managed to catch my personal best bass this particular day. Unfortunately, that's pretty much the only bass that I caught for this weekend amongst small ones, which Blue Rock's very well known for. That was my only decent bass that I caught, and he was I think he was the biggest one for the weekend, but sadly I caught it on the wrong day. The most funniest part of this weekend would have had to have been where Johnny jumped in the water again because it was a hot day still. And I remember him jumping in the water, big launch into the water, and he flicked his hair back and his glasses just went bang straight into the water. Johnny Rayos is kindly going to demonstrate re-entry again. Oh no!
Sonny's wet.
Oh,
I felt it.
oh. Did you get him? Nah. The glasses ended up in the water and now probably sitting about 40 meters at the bottom of Blue Rock Lake. So bad luck, Johnny, for losing your glasses, but it did make all our day and it was quite funny. I threw my drone up and got some shots of everyone sort of making their way into Blue Rock Lake and getting the day one sort of competition underway. So that was pretty cool to capture the start line and see everyone make their way into their fishing spot. We come across some fairly big waves and had my camera gear, drone, GoPro, all that sort of stuff in there. So whenever I go through sort of treacherous water like that, I always have to get to the other side when it gets calm and check the hatch and just make sure that nothing's wet. Everything seems dry. It's good. Yeah, all good. So thankfully to the hatches on the new PAs being, I think it's 2019, they added that other rubber They seal a lot better now, so I sort of don't have to really worry about too much about water getting into the hatch now. So then I sort of captured the presentations of the competition, and there's just this thing about Johnny. He's always done this funny face, and I just slow it down because it's just funny. So it's just stuck, and it just pretty much happens in all the videos. Well done, Johnny, and he won his $400, and he was pretty happy, so he could replace them glasses and a few other things he lost. So number 3, I'd have to give it to BREAM fishing at its best. Rich Patterson and I, we headed west of Victoria, about a 2-hour drive for us. Because it was winter time and the BREAM sort of tend to sit up higher in the river system and not closer to the mouth, we thought that it'd be cool if we could sort of try and find a closer dropping point higher up river. And as you can see here, that's what we're trying to achieve. You bet? Yeah. We couldn't actually drop the kayaks in, so we had to sort of push down further towards the mouth and pedal upstream. I was keen to try out my new Miller Grub Freak. I managed to score a salmon on it first cast. What do you know, first cast of the Miller rod, straight on. First cast, first fish, salmon. I broke in the Miller rod on a salmon. After that I did managed to get a decent sized BREAM on it. It's good for plastics, but I've started to sort of use that throwing crabs around pontoons and things like that too. So it's a great rod, the Miller Grub Freak, and I thoroughly enjoy using it. Of course, there was that scene where we were having lunch in the kayaks. All right, so I got egg and lettuce.
Don't touch mine.
What? Half and half. Here, take half. Sweet. Cheers. You got half a lettuce hanging out of your mouth. Alright. Richo's releasing some fish, and at the end of it he does his old shooter tricks. This is basically stuck in these videos, started at Malakuta. What it is Richard does his old Shooter McGavin fingers, and I've just added in the sound effects, or to do it a couple of times in the videos. It's just quite funny and just a bit of humour in the videos. So this shot here would have to be probably one of my favourite release shots. I love this shot, how the camera's sort of laying low in the water, and then Richard's obviously holding the fish and then lets it go. And it was Richard's idea too of actually getting this shot, so well done Richard. Kudos to you, mate. I will mention you here. And this shot actually made its way into the Victoria fishing calendar this year, so that was pretty cool, and I won myself $50. So I managed to throw that towards a new Certate LT reel, so that was pretty cool. Then we move on towards the end of the video. There was this nice little cinematic sequence of Richard releasing the fish for the day. I managed to get the drone up and get some pretty cool shots of the area. So this place where we're fishing on this particular day is where I captured that pretty cool drone shot of that I'm actually giving away for the 1K giveaway special edition. This shot and everything around this place holds a very special memory for me. So all in all, yeah, look, just a great day out. Some really good quality fish caught. I remember the mouth being open this particular day. I think it's the first time I've ever fished this area with the mouth open. So we're getting a fresh run of salt on the edges, and the tide was sort of pumping in. So I just remember the fish being very active and being on the chew on this particular day when the tide was pushing in. So number 2 would have to go to, this was my year kayak fishing 2019. This video happened right towards the end of 2019. The idea behind this video was I wanted to basically highlight all the videos that accumulated in 2019 on the YouTube channel and put it into one big meaningful video. I wanted this video to try and capture Not only the kayak fishing and all the awesome fish that we've caught throughout the year, like whoever's been with me fishing, I also wanted to capture the places that we've been to. Also, I wanted to try and highlight that as well, and also sort of the mateship behind kayak fishing and whoever we go out with fishing, whoever I'm with. You know, just the bond that you sort of get with kayak fishing and the experiences that you have, I guess. I can remember that the little narrative speech that I gave at the start of the video being, in 2019, I've had the opportunity to fish some amazing waterways with some of the most amazing people. This was my year. A lot of my mates sort of said that it sounded a bit slow, but I just wanted to try and get like a little emotional feel behind what I was saying. A couple of days after I dropped this on YouTube, a fella by the name of Dave Inscore approached me and asked if I'd like to submit this to the Kayak Fishing Film Festival. This particular category would have been Best Highlight Reel, so I actively took him up on that offer and I did submit it for the Kayak Fishing Film Festival, and I can happily say now that it did win. So Robert Fields is also in the video. He starts off the film, so I'm actually honoured being in this film with guys like that. So it's pretty cool just to see how all the other different guys do this around the world, and yeah, just all the different types of fishing and drone shots and countrysides and things like that. I thought it was really cool. It's not only just Australia, it's worldwide. I highly recommend watching this video if you have the time and throw some money at it. I'll leave the link down in the description below. It does cost, I think it's about $50–55 Australian. There's some big names in this film, and it's just great to see different stories and different people and different lifestyles and different way people approach their fishing and the different sort of species of fish too being caught. So you know, we're into the bream fishing, but some of these fish that these guys are catching, they're huge, and the surface bite, and that's just enormous. So yeah, highly encourage you to download and watch this video, and we will move on to number 1. I'll see you in 2020. Gonna drop in here at Lake's entrance. So as you can see, we're on the BEMM River Road now. Cheers.
$2,000 donation. First place for round 1 in Series 12, Nick Mace, 6th.
The most favourite video for me would have to be HOBLE Kayak Series 12 round 1 this year, 2020. Heading to BEMM River and meeting Dale Baxter at Macca's there. We decided to fish a river. Now, when we sort of went over and had a look at this river, it was dirty, like it was chocolate brown. So we decided to just push on to Lake's entrance and fish Lake's entrance. So that's where we ended up. So I remember this funny moment where Dale threw his hat at me, had crabs or something attached to it, and he was sort of showing me, but I don't know, I thought it was a spider and I bloody crapped myself. Oh! No, there's no. Scared the crap out of me. That's all, it was a spider. That's on film. I thought it was a spider. That scared the shit out of me. How good's that? Yeah. Tell that Pat. Yeah. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Gold. I don't like spiders. I had this cool little cinematic sequence that I put together in this particular part introducing Dale, and I also wanted to introduce Lake's entrance. And then of course we moved to the BEMM River Road where obviously we had the East Gippsland fires at the start of the year. I wanted to really show some of the burnt trees and things like that heading into BEMM River. It was very surreal driving through there actually, because we're used to lush green sort of rich forest as we're driving to BEMM River. It was amazing sort of going through here and putting the drone up and actually seeing aftermath of the fires. We've made it, Dale. Dale's popped open a coronavirus for me. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, so that's it. That's the day one travel down, and we'll set up these rods and get ready for pre-fish. Setting the boat up and just having that prominent smell of smoke from the East Gippsland fires there. You could just clearly like smell smoke and burning trees. That's probably one memory I had was yeah, that prominent smell of smoke. Whenever there's a camera set up and whenever Dale Baxter's around, he always likes to get his face on camera. No. Which is cool because it adds a bit of humour into the video. So yeah, me and Kev head off to Siberia and we fish around for a few hours not getting any fish, and then we come across just out of Siberia there's a nice edge of some timbers laying in the ground, things like that. So we start to throw some shallow running hard bodies around and manage to catch a few fish and end up leaving that spot because we didn't want to sort of brain it for the next day. Pushing across the lake, and the wind sort of picked right up and it was sort of howling down the middle of the lake, and I remember a wave breaking over the front of my kayak and I had shorts on it, and even though it was sort of a hottish day, the wind was cold and the water was freezing. So day one started and set up the kayak and we sort of debriefed and things like that, and we launched the kayaks, and probably the most memorable thing of day one, the start, was the sunrise. The sunrise across BEMM River and the reflection on the water and everything like that. There was about 118, 19 kayakers, and I think everyone had their camera out taking a photo of this sunrise. Pretty disappointed that I didn't get my drone up on the day one, because yeah, the sunrise there was really, really cool. So day one I went over to Siberia again and touched more on the fish over there that we sort of come across on pre-fish, and there was not many people that come over there, so I thought I'd sort of fish this area, and I started throwing it around surface because the fish were just everywhere on the surface and there's a lot of action. The first fish I got, which is the answer to my giveaway, was 800 grams. So if you guessed that, you're in the running. The surface bite was phenomenal from about, I don't know, launch, so I got there at about 7:30, right up till 10 o'clock. I had really, really good surface action, so I caught a lot of fish on the surface. Yeah, just headed back in and did the weigh-in, and I think I weighed in at 2.18 for day one, and I think I was sitting in like 37th place or something like that. We head on to day two, which was the final video of the series. I really, really wanted this video to be full of content and to be full of excitement, and just, you know, really sort of cram a lot into this video. Finalise the series with an impact, I guess. I feel like this video sort of did that. I get asked a lot about that map animation that I had at the start. That map animation was done in After Effects. Basically, you just have a flat map, so to speak, and you put it in a 3D camera so that map can move around in 3D space. So I also animated a dotted line with a drop shadow, moved it around and added that sort of location graph as well. So that's what that sort of animation was all about. I threw my drone up at the start. I wanted to capture 117 kayaks at the start line. Sunrise wasn't as good as day one, but it was great just to throw the drone up and showcase 117 kayaks in the water at the start line and get some shots around that. I believe, you know, 117 kayaks was a record, so being able to sort of show the record numbers from above, being, you know, bird's eye view, was pretty cool. I was pretty excited to have the drone up and get some shots around. I remember having one specific shot, like a pull out of everyone sort of starting, so I thought it'd be cool. I put the call out on Facebook and Instagram to people that wanted to be involved. I just wanted to do a bit of you know, track motion in After Effects, and I did some call outs with I wanted to add their Instagram tag, so I think I've got about 10 or 11 people where we've got that opening shot there. It's a long shot, so I wanted to sort of incorporate some people in the video. I guess the fishing wasn't as good as day one for me. The surface bite was still there, but all I can remember is just upgrading slowly. I think I was getting 40 gram upgrades and things like that. So being upgrades, it was still good, and I probably caught more fish than day one, but yeah, look, the fish wasn't as high quality as it was on day one. I probably, maybe looking back at it now, probably should have went a bit deeper and things like that, but I couldn't help the fact that it was a great surface bite on day one, and I just probably was locked into that mode where I wanted to get another good surface bite. It was still fun, and I dropped back down the line a bit. I think I finished in 59th place. The ending of BEMM Part 4 was fairly emotional, but I wanted that to come through in the ending of the videos.
There's probably one sentence, Deb, that has just stayed here with me that was, you know, that the guys and the team as part of the crew here, they said, they saved our butt. And it's not without the volunteers that we are here today. I've no doubt of the efforts. There were some moments there that were certainly more than hairy, and we are super appreciative of, and as I'm sure are the rest of the community. BEMM holds, as I was saying as part of our presentation, it holds a really special place for us. It's somewhere that we love coming back to. The community welcome us each and every time, and I can only hope that that we are continued to be welcomed each and every year, that we continue to come back, and we will be here for the Series 12 Australian Championship. So Nick, if you don't mind, there is a $2,000 donation. All right, and we do, yeah, certainly, we'll keep you guys in the loop as to what we're up to with the Series 12 AC. And, thank you very, very much, everybody.
So that pretty well moves us down to the final part of this video. Alright, so the time has come to draw the winner of my 1K giveaway. Basically what you will be winning is this awesome drone shot taken while out kayak fishing. This is the first actual picture that I've had blown up with a Mavic 2 Pro. This photo was made up of 6 raw shots. I have stitched it all together in Lightroom, and that is the final result. So yeah, hopefully the person that wins this is quite impressed with it. When you see it close up, you can see the detail and everything in the photo, so it does look great. And yeah, hopefully someone's got a nice wall picked out for it, and we'll move on to picking the winner. So just a bit of a backstory on picking the winner. I did have a funny thing planned. What I was going to do is have rubber duckies. I was going to write the name on the bottom of the rubber ducky. I was going to put a magnet on top of the rubber ducky, and I was going to have a string with a magnet on the drone as well. And I was going to let the rubber duckies go while I was out fishing one day, and pick the winner that way. But unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 restrictions that we've got here in Geelong and Melbourne, Melbourne's obviously in stage 4, Geelong's in stage 3. Stage 4, 8 PM curfew, and you can't be back outside until 5 AM the next day, 5 kilometre radius of your house, and also you can only be out for an hour running. Us in stage 3 in Geelong here, we're not quite as bad, but basically you can't do non-essential travel, so that would have stuffed that up. So I've had to opt for a different way. There was 20 people that entered, so thanks to everyone that entered for the 1K giveaway. So there's 20 names in here. So I will now go ahead and do it the old-fashioned way, draw it out of a hat or a bowl, so to speak. So I'm just going to, I'm not looking, I've got one, not looking. I will go ahead and unwrap it. Alright, I don't know this chap, but Raymond Camilleri, congratulations mate, you have won this awesome drone print, the 1K giveaway special edition drone print. You have a copy now and I have a copy at home that I will be hanging on the wall, so congratulations mate, and well done. Also Raymond, if you don't mind either mate, you're going to have to DM me or private message me on Facebook or Instagram also, and reach out to me and I'll get your postage details and things like that, and get this print out to you also. I will be departing with the ever trusty Sony a6500. I have 3 lenses. I've got the Sigma 16mm, I have the Sony 18-135, and I've also got the Sigma 56mm. So just putting the call out to any of my subscribers, if you would be interested in buying this camera, I'm offering it to you guys first. I have pre-ordered the A7S III. I'm looking at either a Sigma 24-70mm or a Tamron 28mm to 75mm, I believe it. So full frame lenses now, so I've got to turn around and buy the full frame lenses now. But look, we've been doing a lot of paid video work out and about. Some of you might have seen it. So I've had the opportunity to upgrade, so I'm going to do that. I've had my eye out on the A7S III for a while now, and I think it's time to upgrade. The A6500 has served me well, but we just want that extra clarity and things like that. The 4K 120, I think it's 422 10 bits, so that looks impressive with all the YouTube videos that I've been seeing, and I will do like an unboxing and first impressions video also for anyone that's interested when I do get it. Yeah, look guys, that's the end of this video. Sorry it's taken so long to reveal the winner. I've just been flat out and inundated with work, with my professional work as well as the paid videos that we've been doing, so I just haven't had it. I've just sort of itched and itched at this video to try and get it done. There was a lot of work in this video to put it all together and go through all the footage. Hope you guys appreciate that, and I thought I'd just top 5 video of all the videos that have brought us this far. I thought that was a good way to end with this giveaway. So yeah, it has taken me a while to get this together. Yeah, look guys, like this video, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already and you're a new viewer. It really helps out the channel, and I will see you on the next video.